Your metabolism is not like Bigfoot out running through the forest being this unknowable thing. We can break it down. We can break down your metabolism into basically 4 different things. Don't get caught up on the Bigfoot thing. Let's move on from that. Your metabolism mostly is down to your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. And this is pretty much tied to your body weight, not so much what muscle you have or how much fat you have. It's your overall body weight. We have your activity energy expenditure, and that can be broken down into your NEAT, which is how much energy you move, like chasing the kids, going for walks, stuff like that. We have activity thermogenesis, which is your actual workouts. And then we have the thermic effect of food, which is about 10% of the total calories that you eat. And protein is harder to break down, so it requires more calories than carbs, and then fat. Fat is like 0 to 1%. Protein is up to about 30. This doesn't change that much unless you eat more or eat less, but we don't have to worry about that too much. As you diet down, as you lose weight, your BMR is going to go down a little bit. That's just part of the deal because it's tied to your body weight. Your activity doesn't necessarily have to go down. It might be a little bit harder though, because as you lose weight, you have to move less mass around when you're walking, that sort of thing. So that calorie number might go down a little bit. This stuff is usually what accounts for the majority of the mystery around why the metabolism is slowing down. The other part of that is when we stop the dieting phase, we tend to kind of be more free with our food and the way that we eat, and we don't track and we don't account for how much we're actually eating, and then your metabolism is just a really easy thing to blame. But one of the most important things that you can do while dieting is strength training, because more muscle, while it doesn't affect your BMR that much, it does affect these things a lot. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you're gonna burn in walking, in chasing somebody around, in gardening, whatever. It's gonna burn way more calories, as well as it's gonna burn way more calories than a normal workout. Because muscle is much more metabolically expensive, right? So it burns a lot of calories, and doing these activities is gonna burn even more so. So the best thing you can do is control your calories and keep on working to build muscle, build strength, and that's gonna combat this lowering a little bit, this lowering a little bit, and that's gonna help maintain your calorie burn in your NEAT and your active energy expenditures, right? So when it comes down to it, as long as you aren't dieting super low calorie for a super long time or have an actual medical problem, which you should see a doctor about, this stuff isn't gonna be a worry. That's just gonna be what it is. But we have to know these things roughly. You don't have to know exactly how many calories you're burning, but you have to know that you're doing roughly the same amount of activity as you were before. And you have to know how much food you're actually eating, because the energy in part is a big piece of this when it comes to us thinking about what our metabolism is. But basically, if you control the calories and know how much you're actually eating, and you try and do your best to build muscle so that you burn more calories here, and this will eventually help maintain your BMR, even just through body weight, increased body weight. If you do those things, control the calories and try to build muscle, you're gonna be really well set up to not only get lean easier, but also maintain it for the long term. So hopefully that wasn't too circuitous of a route of explaining this stuff. Hopefully you didn't turn this off right when you heard Bigfoot. But anyway, if you have questions, shoot me a DM, comment here, something like that, and I'd be happy to help you out. Have a great one.